Well, hello everyone. Safe to say I am way off trail. As you can tell, I'm up here with an alpine lake behind me. This is Middle Hanson Lake here in the Sawtooth Wilderness. I have done plenty of solo trips, but always short and sweet, usually just a weekend getaway. But I have never done a 6-day, 5-night trip on my own. Looking at about 73 miles. This is a Grand Sawtooth Loop. I usually don't do all trails stuff just because it can throw you off course, but this one has a renowned record and reviews, and I hear a lot of things about it, so I am following all trails in this one. I did a backup of it in Gaia, but right now I'm using all trails, and we'll see how this goes. One thing for sure, this is probably the most hardest climb I have ever done to get to a special spot. That I am super secluded tonight. There's no one here, and as I can tell from the markings on the little bit of trails I was finding, looks like one other person was here maybe within the last week based on the rain they just had. I found one set of prints. So anyways guys, I hope you follow me along in this video as you have already. I'm literally about to eat. It's been a long day. I only did 11 miles, but because that last like mile and a half took me forever. This was my shortest day because it's my first day, so I wanted to kind of get my legs going. Got a little over, I guess, right at a little over 60 miles to go. And then behind you is Stanley Lake, and I can see it from here. I probably will show you in the morning when I got better daylight. But I'm excited about this trip, and I hope you all follow along all the way through. As you can tell maybe too, that this section must have been hit by fire. It looks like last year or the last couple years. There's not much green back here, especially in some areas. It's super carbon black. So yeah, definitely sad to see, but unfortunately that's just how it goes sometimes. Still absolutely beautiful. When I first got here on this alpine lake, you could still see the bluishness because the sun was still hitting on it a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see what we see in the morning here. There was another spot right down by the water that was really pretty, but there were so many mosquitoes down there. I just was not gonna be able to put up with that tonight. So we're up here where we can see the alpine lake, and then behind you I can see that set of mountains and valleys, and also Stanley Lake. Morning. See, I was home last night. The alpine lake behind me, as you've seen in the video before. There is another alpine lake below me here. This is Lower Hanson. I'm at Middle Hanson, and there's an upper one too, but that would be nearly impossible to get to because it's up on the side of that ridge up there. But anyways, slept pretty good. Woke up at one time and it took me like an hour to go back to sleep. I have no idea why. Then I had a Charlie horse when I went to go pee, so that was fun. Anyways, about to get back on trail. Got a minimum at least do probably 12 to 15 miles a day. We'll see how things go. The fun part, like you heard me complaining last night, is going to be getting back down from this. It was seriously hard to go up it, and I think it's going to be even harder to go down it without falling. So I'll probably be seeing you all at the bottom, and hopefully we made it down successfully with no injuries and can get back on trail. figured I'd give you all a scenic backdrop while I have such scenic backdrops right now. It is the night of day 2. This is Goat Lake, another crazy climb. Trail was definitely a lot more defined, but still straight up that last like probably quarter mile. It's gonna be funner then to go down, but man, it's hard to do that at the end of a 10 to 12 mile day. We got right under 12 miles today. Definitely going to push a little harder tomorrow to keep on track. Still, it was kind of sad because the north side of Sawtooth, which is outside the boundary of the wilderness, and I guess I missed this. It must have had a recent fire in the last year. I didn't even film much because every section I went through was just completely devastated and burnt. The last probably like 3 miles was not, and it was amazing how much it kind of changed my mood of the trail too, because at first today, you can tell nobody's even been using the trail on that north side. The trail was very, I guess, like disappearing in places, but you can tell that the trail maintainers are doing some work now and marking places where they're going to do repairs, but at the same time, it's just all black carbon everywhere with so much burn. But anyways, I just been enjoying Goat Lake tonight. Super sore, super tired. Got a headache. I've been trying to chug a lot of water to deal with that, but just beautiful alpine lake. I wanted to take a swim, but that water is like ice, and I'm just not in the mood for it. It probably helped my sore muscles though. But guys, this is the day of it. This is the end of day 2. We are headed to near Redfish tomorrow. Tomorrow night's the only night I'm not sure about where camp's gonna be. So I've got a couple prospects, but I got to figure that out. I might go over to the actual trailhead because I think they're gonna have trash cans there, and I can go ahead and empty some trash and maybe have lunch there. We'll see. But yep, that's day 2, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, this is the end of day 3. I am at Bench Lakes. Feel extremely secluded here, even more than the night of day 1 up on that alpine lake. This is technically an alpine lake too, but a little bit darker, as I probably already showed you some footage. Not as near as bad a climb to get in here, but way more isolated. I crossed one couple that was just passing through. There's like multiple little lakes in here, and it looks like they had climbed up to the mountain and went back down. At first, when I got here, all the spots were covered up on one side of the lake, but over here on the other side where I crossed the creek, there's a lot of open area. So I'm not sure if I'll be alone tonight, but I don't know if you can tell behind me. Looks like potential weather coming. I already just heard a little bit of thunder. It was just clouding up a little bit, but now I'm hearing thunder. So we'll see what we're in for. It's about 5:15 local time. Today was a good day. I did get to go to Redfish Lake and go to the lodge and had fish tacos. They were excellent. I will post them where you can see them. Heck of a lot of people there, but I just hiked down to the trailhead, walked down the road a little bit, ate, bought a couple Gatorades, chugged those, and a Red Bull, and just to get some extra caffeine, and hiked the rest of the way up here. Just under 14 miles for the day. I probably did a total, with the extra stuff, I got a fly right there, a total of about 16 and a half, but as far as trail miles for this loop, I did just right around 14. So anyways, hopefully don't get too wet tonight. I'm already set up, so I'm good to go if we are going to have rain. And we will see what it looks like in a little while. Well, I think it's safe to say things got a little sweaty there for the moment, or lack of sweat. All the way down to Redfish Lake, there's plenty of water right along the lake, just in case you're going to do this loop. But once you leave and start heading up and you gain that, like, I think it's right around 15 foot of elevation, at that bottom starting up, there is no water for the next 4 or 5 miles. I'm sure you can hear the water rushing behind me now. But I had a full 2 liters then, drank it all getting up, because even though there's no humidity, that sun's just been bearing down, and I'd already been on trail for a while, so the sun had come up pretty good. I was getting a little nervous there. The map showed me that there was this, I think it's Dexter Creek, and I was praying when I got here there was, and there is rushing, beautiful, cold spring water, which is awesome because I chugged an entire liter without stopping. For sure a sketchy moment, I guess, because I've been so far on this trip, been so much water that I haven't really been worried about it, but that was my longest stretch without water. So I know going up I'm about to hit a lot more alpine lakes, so I don't have to worry about it as much. But wow, I was a little nervous. So anyways, about 9 miles in for the day. Did not get any rain last night, thank God. The wind blew like crazy, so that kept the bugs away, and then right before I went to bed, mosquitoes got wild. But anyways, got up, got on trail, never saw anybody once I set camp, all the way until the next morning. Some trail runners were coming up that lake, a few different trail runners. But yeah, just to sum up last night and this morning, but I'm still going. Got a pretty good while to go still today. It's already 1:30 and I was like, wow, I'm only about halfway, so it's like a pretty good long day. I'm not gonna say miles yet, but I got 2 lakes I'm looking at, and we'll just see how things are going once I get to the first one.
You want to leave this place, but we grew up this old time, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. You miss the ones you know. I'll be here hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as the wave passes by, leave a mark in our marks that turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's been a great trip, but I never thought I would see something like this. Unfortunately, the camera is not gonna show how freaking awesome it is, but this lake is crystal clear. Like, I'm seeing down 30, 40 foot as it goes out, and it is just crazy. And then you got these islands out there that are out in the middle, and then looking at the Sawtooth back behind them. This is unbelievable. This makes this trip worth it. This makes the hard hike worth it. I'm like 17 miles in for the day, and wow.
Feel the wind, watch the river run, and the sun would always shine. When we sat there, you and I, the river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're
Well guys, about to break 22 miles, about 1.5 miles from Lake Edna. Tried to find me a spot down there in that valley that would work, but the only spot that was there was taken, and it was some loud, like multiple people down there. I was like, I'm not in the mood for that tonight. I had to record though, just went over this sketchy patch of snow there. Yeah, a little risky, especially on my legs that have been going this long. But yeah, a little delusional, ready to get to camp. See, the sun's still up pretty good, but it's already like almost 8 o'clock here. So I'm so hungry. I'm out of all my snacks for today, so I'm ready to get into my food. Pushing a little further than I should have, but I'm almost there. All right, here's the facts. It is, make sure my numbers are right there. Yeah. It is almost 9 o'clock here. I just got my tent set up. As you can tell, the mosquitoes are absolutely wild. I'm at Edna Lake. Took exactly 24 miles to get here. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I am starving, and we will resume our conversation tomorrow. But I did not get to get the best choice here because there's already a lot of people. I was here so late, so I'm just getting setting up. I'm gonna do everything in my tent because it is mosquito crazy out here right now. What's craziest thing is this morning was way out there. I know my finger is focusing, but I'm way out there on the Sawtooth Mountains out there. Now, all the way through this valley, come up these switchbacks, and now I'm here. Well, I have made it up my final pass, and I'm about to go over. Down below us there to Barren Lake. I'm exhausted. Definitely gonna do a gear loadout video. Hopefully do it when I get down there. Definitely carried too much gear for this trip. As far as camera gear, I think that's what messed me up. Because I needed a couple extra things for emergencies because I was by myself, but the offset of the camera gear really weighed me down, and boy, I have felt it. Like, I'm usually a pretty in shape person, but my legs are beaten. And I know that the long day yesterday did not help anything. So anyways, this is the final pass I go over, going down to set up camp. I'll see y'all down there and then headed out in the morning. Well guys, it's night 2 of being in the bug net. Got a beautiful view back there. Can't see it from here. Think I'm in a group campsite. Hope nobody's coming. It's very close to 8 o'clock already. Yeah, I was ready to get here. Only got about 9 miles, I'd say, to the car in the morning. So that's a success. Another 16-mile day. Like I was saying earlier, carried too much gear. My legs have not been happy with me. And it's just been brutal on my legs for this trip. But this bottom half of the Sawtooth has been gorgeous. I would say that upper section, because of all the burn and stuff like that, it probably needs some years for restoration. And you could basically take that trail that goes through, I think it's, yeah, Sawtooth Lake, and kind of bypass that northern section and still get great views. These lakes, it's just amazing how many of these alpine lakes there is, and how each one of them is unique of their own, and how beautiful it is. I've had an awesome trip. I am ready to go though. I am ready for a shower at this point. I'm very hungry, and with these long mile days, the food I have has not been enough. I've been starving. So anyway guys, I will check in with y'all in the morning. We will be wrapping this up, finishing the day, and see how the trip is out here. It looks to be all the way downhill, like about 2,000 to 3,000 foot of descent. So of course on my knees that sounds great, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat this food, and I'm about to pass out. Alright guys, that is the end. Just made it to the car. It's a 73-mile loop, but I'm guessing I probably did up to 80 miles between going on spur trails to camp and YouTube miles. I'll throw the number on the bottom here, but I'm thinking 80 or a little over 80. So anyways, awesome loop. Like I said before, I'd cut that top side off. and it's even right here at the trailhead. It says entering a burn area. Yeah, that part could have been avoided. It's unfortunate, it's sad to see, but like, there's not much trail. You can tell they're doing a lot of work to repair some of it, but then on the other side, it doesn't even look like anybody's used the trail. I don't even think, even this year, maybe a couple prints I could see, but I kept having to use my Gaia map to find my way back to where the trail was. And speaking of, all trails still fails me, because a lot of times I was looking at where I was on All Trail, it had me somewhere way off where the trail actually is. Thankfully, Gaia kept me in line the whole time. I'm not sure where they get those trails from, but if I'd have followed it exactly, I'd have been all over the place off of trails, so I don't understand that. Anyways, awesome trip. Please ask questions if you have any. This is year 2025, so things might change a little bit over the years, but the beauty of it isn't going to change. Definitely more on that southern side I was in, and the crazy part is I was looking at the overall map, and there is a ton more to see. But yeah, awesome time. I don't know, I just like, ugh, I'm just so sore right now. I'm ready for a shower and some good food. Boise was good to me when I got here, so I'm headed back to Boise now and planning to eat some more good food. Guys, thank you for watching if you've watched all the way through, and I appreciate your support as always, and we'll see you soon.